Ah, it's going.
Hi Ali and Jacob. We're back here today because you rang me the other day, or you rang me before, and you said that you wanted to make an offer on 22 Derby Street in Pascoe Vale.
Yep.
That's great news that that you selected one of the properties that I proposed to you. Now, as you know, the property is listed at 795,000, and your offer is going to be 745,000. So I'm just wanting to advise you that, in my experience, that offer is very low.
Right.
And I'm happy to ring the vendor and talk to him about it. But generally speaking, in that particular area, the houses are on the market for roughly about 28 days, which means it's quite a very popular area. And the selling agent would have recommended a fairly close to market value for the house. So at 795, it's probably quite reasonably valued, and the selling price is set at a good point.
Yep.
Now, when you come in with an offer at 745, I am not very optimistic from my experience that the vendor will actually be prepared to let it go for that price. So I'm just warning you now, if you want to reconsider, because really the
How much will he sell it for? What would be the least amount of money he would sell it for?
I'm not quite sure, because I will have to ring him. I'm not the selling agent myself, so I'm not really conversed with that. But just from a normal perspective, how things go is that there might be a price movement of maybe 10% or so. But in your case, it's quite a lot lower. It's about $50,000 less than what he put it on the market. And considering that the property is in a very high demand area, I'm not quite sure that that offer will be good enough. So are you prepared to increase the offer at all at this point, or do you want me to just ring the vendor and see?
See where the vendor's at, and then we can have a bit of a chat.
Okay, so let me just make quickly the phone call. So I was going to do that. Oh, hello Sam, this is Sabine from CityServe Real Estate. I want to speak to you in regards to the 22 Derby Street in Pascoe Vale. I have got some buyers here with me, and they're quite keen on making an offer. Now, I know that it's listed at 795, but would you consider an offer around about the $745,000 mark? Okay, yeah. All right, then thank you for that. I'll get back to you in a minute. Thank you, bye. So the vendor said to me that 745 he will not even start to consider. So unfortunately, that doesn't help you. But I would suggest, because the actual property has got 3 double bedrooms with built-in robes, has got the gas log fire in the lounge, and you quite enjoyed all the timber work, as you can see from the photos here, that from the report, just to refresh your memory. We've got, that's a blank page. We've got the beautiful renovated kitchen there. We've got kitchen cabinets. We've got the Smeg cooking appliances, which are top quality European appliances. It's got the Fisher & Paykel double drawer dishwasher, heating, cooling throughout. It meets your criteria of the double garage, in that quite sort of dense area. Got the little private backyard. It's close to public schools and shops. Has security shutters, so it really only requires a little bit of the new guttering and the carpets and flooring to be redone in the back area, in the bedrooms. So what do you think? Would you be able to up your offer?
I think we did have a discussion about this in the car on the way here. I think our very, 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 very top limit would be 790. But as I said, I'd like to get that as low as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, putting our best foot forward, that's what we're prepared to offer. And if he wants $1 more, would be happy to walk away, I think.
I think that's what we decided.
Yep.
Oh, so you're pretty adamant on the $790. Okay, and did you say to me on the phone the other day that you wanted to bring your settlement terms forward as well?
Yeah, we did have that. We were looking at getting married a little bit earlier, so I know 60 days would probably be ideal for us. I think we need that 60 days.
Yeah.
Okay, now the other question I will have to ask is, have you got any special conditions? Like, did you want to put any inspection through, like building or pest inspections? Have you got, I think there's a little aviary in the backyard, and the vendor is prepared to leave that as well, which sort of really makes it reasonable for the higher price. So, so did I make the contract, or do I tell them to consider any inspections, or are you quite happy with the inspection that you've done and you've seen the...
I think we're quite happy with the inspection that we've done.
Okay, that's pretty good, because that way we don't have to really make any special conditions on the contract.
Yep.
All right, well, let me just ring the vendor back and see what he says on that offer. So I'll just bring him quickly. Hi Sam, it's Sabine again. Yes, I've just spoken to the buyers, and they're really keen on your property. So they are making an offer at about $790, and wondering whether that will put it over the line. Yeah, but yep, I know, I understand, but you do realise that there is a bit of renovation work to be done. Yeah, and the garden needs a bit of a tidy up. There's new guttering to be put on. They're quite happy. They don't necessarily need any building or pest inspections. The terms are quite unconditional, so they've got the deposit money of 10% available upon contract signing. And they also wanted to bring the settlement terms forward, if that's okay with you, because they're getting married. They're quite excited about all of that, and it would suit them a lot better if they would have, can take possession about after 60 days instead of 90 days. What's your thought on that? Okay. All right, then, well, that sounds pretty good. Well, I'll pass that on. Yes, and I'll be back to you. No problem. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, well, that's excellent news. The vendor said, well, he wants to see the offer in writing, and then he's quite happy to consider that seriously and most likely go ahead with it.
Yep.
So the next steps for us is, like, according to the legislative requirements, I have to make you aware that we need to sign this contract of sale, and that's standard procedure. So we're putting all the details in here, which we've done pre-done.
Yep.
So what we need to do here is just get you to initial and sign. Hang on a sec. So that's right. So I've already filled that in, just to make sure that we have got the settlement on 60 days. And there is no special conditions there, because you're quite happy with the condition of the home.
Yep.
All right, so if you were to just sign that here,
Yep.
signed by the purchaser, and then I can put that. Okay, and we put the date in, which is today's, what's today's date? The 14th or something. All right, well, we really have to sign 5 copies of these, because I have to give you a copy, I have to give the vendor a copy, and then we have to put 2 copies to the respective solicitors or conveyancers. So that's by law. And then CitySurf Real Estate will keep 1 copy on file as well.
Okay.
We've got the vendor statement as well, the section 32 that you've had a look through earlier.
Yep.
We need to sign that off as well, so that paperwork will be available, and we just sign that off.
Yep.
Now, the solicitors normally deal with these other legal papers, which is the transfer of land.
Yep.
So your solicitor will ask you to come into their offices and then sign that off. The identification certificate of title is another legal document that they normally prepare,
Yep.
and it validates the ownership of that off that property, so that will have to be transferred after settlement. Now, if there's any special conditions in regards to stamp duty, we can make application forms. And that's just an assessment form to establish that there could be a reduction or any entitlements to stamp duty, but generally your conveyancer will look after that. And the other document that we normally deal with is the authority to proceed to settlement, and that's something that you will engage your legal representative to sign off on, so they can actually act on behalf of yourselves. So really, what we need to do is organise the 10% deposit to go together with the offer. Then I will go to see the vendor personally and let him know that this is the offer that you made, and he will countersign the contract.
Yep.
And then after that, we should be pretty smooth sailing. So I'll see how we go.
Okay.
All right. Well, the good thing is that you don't need to reproof your loans or anything. That's all done.
Yep.
So I can't see any further difficulties here.
Great.
And hopefully that's all sorted.
Great.
So thanks very much.
No worries.
Thank you.
Thanks.